Hello everyone, welcome back to Phillip Thao. Today I want to show you guys one of my favorite dishes, golden curry. This is perfect for warming your family up during the winter time. Here's what you'll need. Potatoes, carrots, half a sliced onion, 2 pounds of beef chuck roast, and of course, 1 block of golden curry. Before we get started, we're going to need a pan, 4 cups of hot water, and a boiling pot. First step, we're going to wash our vegetables, peel our vegetables, and then cut our vegetables. Make sure that we cut them into 1/4-inch slices is because you just don't want them to dissolve, otherwise you just won't get that texture in it. Now we're going to take our 2 pounds of beef chuck roast. We're going to make sure that we go ahead and slice them into cubes. You don't want to make them too big because it's not going to melt or dissolve. But with the fat here, this you can just toss them away because we're not going to use them. You want something that's lean in a stew. Now that we're done cutting our ingredients, let's move over to the stove. All right, so here we have our tablespoon of oil here. We're just going to want to make sure that we turn it to medium. And then just go ahead and dump in our vegetables. All right, so we're just gonna wanna make sure that we keep stirring these vegetables in here. And like I said, medium heat. You might wanna turn it up a bit later on, but for now, we're just gonna keep it like that. And let's just go ahead and add some salt. You don't ever want to stop mixing and stirring because if you do, some of the vegetables will get stuck onto the pan. So always, moving in a consistent fashion. Now that we're done cooking our vegetables, we're just going to go ahead and plop them right into the stew pot here. Easy as we go. Let's go ahead and turn up our heat. And as we have butter inside the pan here, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the rest of my meat in here. All right. Let's go ahead and stir. Let that all mix in. Add some salt. And the reason why we're just going to be adding butter in here instead of oil is so that we can, give the meat some sort of richness to it. Now that the meat's cooked well, we're just going to go ahead and throw these into the pot. We're just going to want to go ahead and break our blocks here into 4 pieces here. We get told oftentimes they look like chocolate bars, but we're just gonna go ahead and dump them right into the pot. This is the tricky part. You're gonna wanna make sure that you're always stirring so that the curry powder does not get stuck to the bottom. Otherwise, it will just leave a huge mess for you to clean up later. If it gets too thick for you, you can always add water to dilute it, but don't overfill it with too much water because if you do, you're gonna kill the flavorness of it. Now that we're done swirling it for 10 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and put this lid over it and let it simmer for 5 minutes. All right, let's try a sample. Delicious. Now that we're done letting it simmer, we're just gonna go ahead and turn off our heat. It is ready to serve, and always make sure to handle with caution. Just look at the curry ooze over the rice. Nothing gets warmer or perfect than this.